Okay, Ankur, now I want to talk to you about your summer internship and your this thing. So you had experience in consulting, you had experience in marketing also. So first myth I want to break is marketing मतलब साबुन बेचना. Oh my God, ITC में लोग साबुन बेचते हैं. भाई वो 25 लाख भी कमा रहा है, वो भी देखो ना साथ में. So let's break that myth कि साबुन बेचना मतलब क्या?
Okay, so okay, the breaking the myth. So the marketing is or sales and marketing is not exactly what to sell soaps. It's sort of a art. Matlab, in every time in the career, even if you are an investment banker, you are selling your bonds or stocks or something like that. You are selling something. Or even if you're a consultant, you are selling your ideas or selling your strategies or something like that. So anywhere or any position in your whenever you are there, you have to sell something, and it's not you are selling only soaps or something like that. Or it's not that you are just selling soap. There is a difference between the job which a shopkeeper does or distributor does, or what you as a marketer or a salesperson will do. You will sort of strategize or think what will help that product to sell more, not that you will be going there and selling it on it. So that is a sort of different dynamics, or where you use your brains and see like kya kare extra ki that product gets sold more, or what is the like demand, what is the gap in the market, is this product there in the market or something like that. You can develop more products, so all those things can come up. So so
Right.
marketing ka scope is not not only for soaps. Even abhi you see Zoom or something like that, so it has been marketed properly, that's why everyone is using Zoom.
Exactly. Okay, so before we go deep into that, I want to talk about these workshops which are being conducted. So, number one, what is this workshops all about? So, by guys, we are I am Bangalore is conducting workshops for marketing, finance, consulting. So, in case you want to register or participate, the links are given in the description box. So, what is the workshops all about, and what is the benefit for me as an MBA aspirant for going into this if I participate?
Great. So I am Bangalore Vista, which is the annual business summit of I am Bangalore. It's one of the biggest business summit in India. So they have come up with very good workshop series, and they have been structured or labeled into different sectors. And these are those sectors where you will be probably working with or without MBA. Even before MBA, people used to work in any of these sectors, which is generally marketing, product management, or the startup field. Then there is finance, and then there is consulting. So wherever you are working with or without MBA, you will be landing up in one of those four sectors. And speaking about marketing specifically, so these are like we have four executives coming from four big companies. One is Adobe, which is a very big digital player in Silicon Valley. Then we have an executive or a global marketing manager coming from GSK. Then there is the global category head of Nestle, which has a whole lot of brands coming up for a workshop on pragmatism, which is basically how to use the classical or bookish knowledge of marketing in Indian context. We have one workshop from a employee of Google who used to be an employee of Google, that is on digital marketing, which tells you about everything, how digital marketing is done, how your Google search um, ads work, how your YouTube search ad works, how you strategize about it, how the views look into. Then coming back to the first workshop which we had was on Adobe, and Adobe workshop is how you communicate. Like it is about digital storytelling. So for selling anything, even for soap or even for Zoom or anything, you need to bring up a story and sell it to it. You can't just say, this sells at this, please buy it. There should be a story, there should be some emotion which you need to bring out. So that is what Adobe workshop will bring in. And the GSK workshop, or the workshop from the GSK executive, that will deal about brand, how a brand is planned, how it is launched, and everything about it. So this will give you a holistic view of what happens in marketing, from digital marketing to your story, what you write, to how brand planning is done, and how the bookish knowledge actually works out in actual world. So all these concepts are being taught or are being covered in this specially curated workshop series. And perhaps with this, if you are an MBA aspirant, you will get a touch and feel what is going to happen in MBA. And that is very good. Like you yourself will get motivated or intrigued by the knowledge that will come up, what you are going to learn. and plus it will also make you better prepared for what's going to come up in the future, so that you can also be well aware this is what happens in actual world, and accordingly you'll like trace out your learning path. And if you
Right.
are sort of a MBA student, then of course it matters a lot in your placements. You need to ace it. You need to learn all these topics within these 2 years so that you get your favorite job and like ace your career with it.
Superb, superb. Now moving back to the sales का thing. So पहली बात है यार, तुम्हें बेचना नहीं है, तुम्हें बिकवाना है.
Correct,
ठीक है,
correct. एकदम
बेचने के लिए
perfect.
दुकानदार है वहां पे. आई डोंट नीड अ एमबीए टू सेल द प्रोडक्ट, आई नीड अ एमबीए टू मैनेज एवरीथिंग. फाइन, दैट्स अ बिग, दिस इज समथिंग. मैं वो दीवारों में टकरे मार मार के थक गया. एंड सेकेंड थिंग इज के एवरी वन हैव टू सेल. इफ यू आर एन एमबीए यू हैव टू सेल. I worked as a consultant in UK. My company was paid. I was not paid. My company that much. My company was charging £1,200 per day on my name. So every day I have to sell them why you need a consultant. Fine. So why you need a consultant? So because obviously, this is the biggest overhead they can have per person. £1,200, 1,20,000. I was not paid that much. वो अलग बात है. तभी मेरी शर्ट भी देखो एकदम छोटे छोटे कपड़े हो गए मेरे. तो so that is, I think that's the main thing to understand कि वो they are all myth. मतलब marketing मतलब oh my god, I can't go into sales, I can't do sales. Boss, you have to sell. Getting into MBA is the biggest. The interview is the selling point, the biggest selling point. So you have to learn doing all these things. So don't go into that कि वो साबुन बेचता है, ये करता है. वो साबुन बिकवाता है. Yes, that is something we can agree on. Right, right, right.
Correct. Well, if you have to rise up in your career, you have to sell something. It's not like uh,
True,
it's
true.
and it you cannot correlate with sales. It's art sort of.
Superb, superb.